Hello, this is Matthew Robert Payne. This is a video called What is Your View on the Rapture? This is question 8 in a series on a playlist called 50 Hot Potato Questions for Christians, and you can go and look at that playlist. So what is your view on the rapture? The question is, for many years, I believed in a post-tribulation rapture. I believed that the two witnesses were going to come at the beginning of the tribulation, and they were going to minister for 3.5 years and be killed, lie on the street for 3 days, and then rise from the dead. And I believe when they rose from the dead and went into the air, I believe that was going to be the rapture. And for 20 years or so, I was really angry with people who believed in a pre-tribulation rapture, and I would get angry with people who espoused that view of the pre-tribulation rapture, and I felt that people didn't deserve to go in the pre-tribulation rapture, and I was adamant that most people would go halfway through the tribulation. I was part of a Zoom meeting once a week, which I'm still part of, and the leader of that Zoom group teaches the bride of Christ what they need to know about Jesus, and he's very knowledgeable in the things of God. And one week he shared that he believed in the pre-tribulation rapture, and God used that as he anointed that word, and he had a breakthrough with me. I read a book based on the pre-tribulation rapture, and it convinced me that week that the pre-tribulation rapture was true. The person, Eric, who teaches the Zoom group, believed that there was a pre-tribulation rapture, but the only people that were going to leave Earth on the pre-tribulation rapture were the bride of Christ. And the bride of Christ are a certain percentage of Christians whose lives are set apart and set apart for God and holy, and following the Lord with all of their life. And it's only a small percentage of Christians, and that understanding struck home with me that the average pew sitter who just sits on pews and really doesn't do anything in the Christian church, they would miss the rapture. And so it was a way of me having my cake and eating it too. I believed that the average Christian, if they're not passionate with Jesus and haven't become intimate with Jesus, haven't got a life of intimacy with Jesus, will miss out on the pre-tribulation rapture and have to wait until halfway through the tribulation when the two witnesses die. So I came to understand that as my view on the rapture. Then I further came to understand that there's going to be 3 raptures: the pre-tribulation rapture, the rapture midway through the tribulation, and then there'll be people that will be taken off the earth at the end of the tribulation, and they'll meet Jesus in the air and then come back to earth and reign with Christ. So I believe in three separate raptures, and you don't have to accept what I believe. This is one of the doctrines, one of the understandings that someone can have that isn't essential for salvation. But I would encourage you to get an intimate relationship with Jesus and become the bride of Christ, or else you'll miss out on the first rapture. So I hope this has encouraged you and given you some clarity as to where I believe and what I believe. God bless.